You're watching KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
Hi, I'm Omer and you're watching KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen. Today is Wednesday, June 17th. KMNH is brought to you by Happen Inc. Special thanks to Downbound Books for sponsoring this segment. On this day in 1885, the Statue of Liberty arrived in New York City. It was a gift given to America by France in honor of America's abolishment of slavery. According to the Washington Post, French abolitionist Edouard de la Boille first had the idea to build a monument to honor freed slaves. At the end of the American Revolution, Edouard was the president of a committee that funded freed slaves. He coordinated with French sculptor Frederic Auguste Bartholdi to carry out his plan. The metal framework was actually designed and built by Gustave Eiffel. If you couldn't tell by the name, that was the same person who built and designed the Eiffel Tower. It was made of copper, making it originally brown, but after too much exposure to seawater, the copper has turned green. The original design for the Statue of Liberty held a torch in the right hand and a broken chain in the other to symbolize freedom of slaves. Today's Statue of Liberty still holds a torch in the right hand, but holds a tablet in the left hand. On this tablet is the date in Roman numerals for July 4th, 1776. Our current Statue of Liberty still symbolizes freedom, but many people focus or remember the statue's torch and don't see or remember the broken chains at her feet. Today, it represents the freedom of our country as a whole, but should always remind us of the social injustice that has happened in the past and continues into the present. We contacted political cartoonist Kevin Necessary, whose illustration of the statue kneeling in protest drew attention from viewers all over the world. Welcome back, Kevin, to KMNH.
Hey, Omer. Thanks for having me back on.
What was the reason for drawing the illustration, and why do you think so many people connected to it?
I drew the cartoon initially back in 2017 in support of athletes like Colin Kaepernick, who were kneeling during the national anthem as a way to protest against police brutality and systemic racism. And it's never stopped being relevant, especially right now in our world where you have all of these protests that are going on in support of Black Lives Matters and police reform and to end police brutality and to really bring racism and the racism in our system to light. So that was the reason why I drew it. And I think it connected to a lot of people because we look at the Statue of Liberty as a symbol of what America should be and what it could be. And as a cartoonist, I like to use symbols. I think that really helps people connect with them, with the cartoons. And so I felt that it would be a great statement to have the Statue of Liberty, this symbol of what we should be, kneeling in support for Kaepernick and others. And I think that's why a lot of people connected to it.
What was the feedback?
The feedback for that cartoon has just been tremendous. I've never stopped running that cartoon. I'll push it out quite a bit, and it always resonates with people because the issues that that it was trying to highlight are still with us. They're very apparent.
We hear that you can buy a T-shirt with your illustration. Can you let us know how our viewers can purchase a shirt and how the proceeds are helping others?
I did turn the cartoon into a shirt, which you can buy at tpublic.com. It's called Liberty Takes a Knee. And I've been donating the proceeds that I get from the sales to different organizations. Some are helping with bail relief for protesters. Some are for different organizations to help with Black Lives Matters. So I wanted to do something that was good, and that was my own way of giving, and this T-shirt is it. So hopefully more people will buy the shirt. We've raised over $400, and hopefully we'll raise a lot more.
Thanks so much for being on KMNH.
Well, thanks for having me back on.
For today's Kids Making Art Happen, we have a drawing from 8-year-old Lucas Mankin in Clifton. This artwork is titled "The Biggest Bug in the Universe." When I first looked at this, the first thing I noticed was the colors. This artwork is absolutely full of color, which really makes it pop off the page. I love the blue and the purple of the bug, especially its kaleidoscope eyes. It's amazing. Lucas also used perspective here by drawing the trees, town, river, and road all much smaller than the bug. This also helps make the bug look bigger by comparison. I also have to add that I just love the UFO and its multicolored lights on it. He also uses repetition with the repeating images of raindrops, stars, and trees. Thanks, Lucas, for sharing your art today on KMNH. If you would like to have your art on KMNH, send your drawing and a bit about yourself to info@happeninc.org and you could be on this segment.
Today's word of the day is liberty, spelled Liberty. Liberty is defined as the state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views. In Cincinnati, we have Liberty Street, Liberty Campus, and even Liberty Center.
Today we welcome Azalea to the KMNH News team as our newest news reporter. Welcome aboard, Azalea!
Thank you to Christine Shee and Matthew Whitby for sponsoring this segment of KMNH.
Hi, I'm Larkin with today's KMNH weather report. Tulip is taking a day off and they needed someone to fill in for the weather, and it seems like it's been sunny lately, so I graciously volunteered. I'm weather anchor once again. Today has been pretty sunny so far, but it looks like it's going to get cloudier as the day goes on. Today's high is 84 and the low is 60. But Thursday, it looks like things are going downhill. We'll have a high of 80 and a low of 60, but it looks like it's going to storm. In fact, it looks like it's going to storm all week, but it'll be sunny on Saturday. Why does my parade always get rained on? I don't think I'll be returning as weather anchor after this KMNH weather report, at least not for today.
Tuning in to KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen. KMNH is brought to you by Happen Inc. and is filmed in the Happen Studio in Northside on the corner of Chase and Hamilton. I'm Omer. I hope that you've enjoyed this broadcast, and I hope that you will tune in again tomorrow for more Kids Making the News Happen.